Hi, I'm Ben Mann, chassis lead here at Hog Technologies. I'm going to give you some quick tips on how to use the overhead crane safely and correctly. So first thing I do when I'm using each crane each day is if the hook isn't low, then I'll go ahead and bring the hook low so that I can inspect it. And just take a quick look, make sure the hook's not bent in any manner, the safety latch is springing good. Then I'll take a look at the cables, make sure there's no frays or dents or twists or bird cage. Then I'll also look at the covers, make sure there's nothing visible that's wrong. And this looks good, so we're going to proceed. I'm going to bring the crane hook right over to the center of the weight of the pick. It's pretty close for now. So I have set up an example of basketing a sling or a strap. I got it around this bracket with these two bolts in it that are plenty big enough to hold the weight, so I know it's going to be okay. We're going to put both our loops right over the hook. Make sure the latch is good. And because of this pick, it's going to want to walk on us a little bit. So we're going to actually trolley the crane so that it doesn't get too squirrely as we go up. Just like that. All right, I'm going to go ahead and set it back down. And then I'm going to show you an example of how we could have used a clevis instead of using the basket. You always want to make sure the pin to your clevis is tight. And then same thing with the hook. I'm going to get it right back over the center. As we start picking up weight, I'll trolley to the east. There you go. I'm going to set this one back down, and then I have set up an example of how to choke a pipe, or you could choke various other things, bumpers and such, and I'm going to show you that here in just a minute. So now I'm done with this crane. I'm going to go ahead and move it out of the working area. Best thing to do, if you can, is put the remote right on the hook when you're done with it. If you can't do that, then the rule is a 5-foot radius from the hook is where the remote should be sitting, whether it's on a shelf, a toolbox, whatever. Makes it easy to find for the next guy. All right, we're going to show you that example of putting a choker on something that you're picking up. Same idea, I'm bringing the hook right over the center of the weight. So choking a strap is nothing more than taking both loops, putting one loop through the other, and then wherever you choke it, that's where your center point should be, unless there's weight on that end or what have you. Might not get it on your first try, and then you'll just set it back down and move your strap over to whatever end is heavy. So I don't like that one. It's too heavy on one end. it could slip out. So that's pretty good. You can always give the choke a little tap. That's just going to make it tighter. So that choke is not going to let the pipe twist. And because of where I have it on my center point, it's going to stay right where I want it, flying it wherever I want to in the shop. Another good thing not to do is never pull on the hook. When you have something in the air, if it's light, if it's heavy, doesn't matter. You don't want to pull it. You always want to use your crane to put your object where you want it. It's a good idea to hold on to it if you're going a far distance. That way it's not swinging, or you put it way up in the air where it's not going to hit anybody. All right, we're going to go ahead and set this one back down.